Hey guys, what's up? It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk to you guys about money. Specifically, in the store, we all know that this is a free-to-play game, but we all know that there are many people, myself included, who put money into this game in various amounts to get further in the game and to enhance our experience. Now, right at the start of this video, I want to say that this is not a video encouraging people to spend money on the game. This is not a video trying to, stress how much better. Thank you for the Dimension Rift. How much better I am than other players because I spend money. I don't really care about that kind of stuff, guys. Honestly, I'm not an ultra competitive player. I do look for edges here and there, and I do like to find the best strategies for achieving what I want in the game. But I honestly think that the best way to have fun in a game like this is just what I said. Set your own goals, find your own ways to have fun. I think obsessing over leaderboards and, placement and ranking doesn't really work for this game unless you're an ultra level Waller warrior. You got Daddy's trust fund in your back pocket. I'm not one of those people, so I just don't get enjoyment out of the game like that. But having said that, there are a lot of free-to-play players out there, and I respect you guys. I am one myself for a lot of other mobile games. But for those players that are curious about maybe what they could spend money on, or maybe what's their best investment for this game if they want to give a little bit back to the developers, that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, I want to say, guys, there's a bit of nostalgia hitting me right now seeing these War Machine biometrics because, man, back in the day when this game first came out, this is like a throwback Thursday, if you will. These biometric sales that I see right here was like, these were the shit because that was the only way to get a lot of rare characters bios, and grinding for bios was way harder. You only had 3 chances per day to get a bio. It wasn't even guaranteed, so you could run Kingpin's mission 3 times and get 0 bios for the day, and you were done. So I remember myself spending a lot of crystals, in hindsight, gross amount of crystals, buying bios for characters that I could farm because I just wanted them faster, and the grind was just so immense. Shout out to Ronan. I definitely paid for Ronan's bios. Nowadays, we have a lot more packages and a lot more rank up tickets and that kind of jazz that make things a lot easier and a lot more efficient. So, while some players may say that the sales in the store are still too expensive, believe me, guys, it was a lot worse before. Netmarble has come a long way, which is what I think is already a pretty generous IAP. So, right off the bat, guys, I do want to mention the 2 packages. That's kind of the focus for the video today. The first package, of course, is the Stark Stash. Where is my Stark Stash? Yeah, okay, here we go. The Stark Stash. This is probably the best bang for your buck in the whole game. Now, I know I'm not saying anything profound, but it doesn't hurt to say it again. For about $5, you guys can see it's in Korean for me because I live in Korea. But for $5, you get 2,500. Man, I can't read numbers. 2,500. You get 2,500 crystals. Now that is over the span of 30 days, so I do want to make it clear that it is a long time to wait for all those crystals to accumulate, and if you have an itchy finger like me, you might end up buying something. But it is pretty good. It is great value actually for this game. And so what I really want to do, guys, I want to compare the Stark Stash to the 20 biometrics daily because I have bought both. Right now I do have a Stark Stash running, full disclosure. Okay, guys. There we go. I got 26 days left. I bought it a couple days ago. I am VIP 5, so I've spent, roughly less than $200 on the game, about 180 something dollars. Now, what am I doing? Now, between these two, because I have bought both, I do think the biometrics are actually a little bit better overall, and I'll explain why. So, of course, the biometrics give you access to Carnage and Hyperion. That's the first off. Now, I don't think that the best way to use the daily tokens is to get their bios consecutively day after day. You'll spend 30 days and you won't even get them to 6-star at the end of 30 days. So you're investing a month of your time, you're investing $10, and you're not even coming out of it with a 6-star character. That's just a terrible investment. But the way to look at it is it gets you almost to 6 stars for about $10 or $11. The Stark Stash gives you 2,500 crystals for about half the price. Now, again, that is over 30 days. But what you can do if you've accumulated enough crystals, maybe from a Stark Stash from the previous month or some other giveaway or whatever, you can use the daily biometrics and just buy Carnage or Hyperion once, and then use a mega rank up ticket to immediately get them to 6 stars. I think the mega rank up ticket, which you can get over here for some money, or you can get for crystals very, very soon when they introduce it, or maybe they already have introduced them again. They have. I think the mega 6-star ticket is the best buy in the game. Crystal for crystal, I think it's the best investment. You immediately get really difficult, very useful characters to 6 stars, and you get the mastery. So if you look at everything on a frame of reference from that, so 2,750 crystals. I did it, Mom. If you look at everything from a frame of reference of that many crystals, it's easy to gauge the value of other things, okay? So you don't need me for future deals that they might put into the store. So what I would do is I would just gauge the value of other new IAPs against the 6-star mega rank up ticket. I'm not going to talk about the anniversary package for like $100 because that's just ridiculous, to be honest. And you know, there's not really that many tier 2 characters worth investing in. You know, they may give you an extra world boss win, but what you're gaining in that small victory each day is not really going to make up for the fact that you spent that much money that quickly. And if you spent that money incrementally on Stark Stashes and token chests from the 20 per day, the daily bio, you're going to get way more value over the long run. Yes, it's over like, you know, 6 months, but it's way more value overall for your money. And I think that's what free-to-play players are most interested in. But then technically they wouldn't be free to play. Whatever. These other packages, honestly, guys, I wouldn't mess with them. 200 bios just isn't enough. For slightly less than double, see, I'm using the crystal conversion again. This will only get you 400 bios for about 2,800 crystals, but the mega rank up ticket gives you 630 bios instantaneously. And it also gives you all the Nordstones, which is, you know, a lot. So yeah, guys, I think the other packages in here, the card chests, the dimension debris, and the ISO sets, and the hero chests, I think that stuff is all just kind of useless. I honestly think it's outdated, but they just haven't removed it yet from the store because they don't really know what to replace it with. You know, a lot of the stuff in this game kind of gets updated, and then it kind of falls to the wayside after some patches when it falls out of favor or falls out of popularity with the community, and it takes a long time to get replaced. So I would just focus any money that you're going to spend on the game on either the biometrics, the daily biometrics here, or on the Stark Stash. And then you can use your coins accordingly or your crystals accordingly. But I definitely think that the daily biometrics are better because, like I was saying, you can combo the daily bios with a mega 6-star ticket. Sometimes they give them away for special events. They did during the anniversary. So if you can accumulate some of those for free, you can get even more bang for your buck. I know I used my free one for Carnage when I bought my very first daily bio package, and then I used the remaining 29 days to get other characters that were close to 6 stars up to 6 stars. And I think that's really where the versatility of the daily biometrics comes in, where the Stark Stash doesn't. Yeah, it gives you 75 crystals per day, which is technically a better deal overall than the daily bios, but you can use the daily bios for a lot of different characters. So if you have a lot of crucial characters, let's say for World Boss, and they're sitting right around like 250, 270 bios, instead of waiting, you know, what could be a couple of weeks for those free chests to get you those remaining bios, you can use these tokens, the 20 per day, to get those final characters or those crucial characters up to 6 stars, which is where they really start to shine, guys, as I've said before. So guys, those are my thoughts on the store and on any kind of IAP that you guys are, you know, mulling in your heads and thinking over about buying. You know, there's no shame in being free to play. There's also no shame in spending money on this game. I know I've made jokes about it, but you know, whatever you want to do with your money, you work for it, it's yours, so do it up. And I don't regret any of the money I've spent on this game for sure, and I hope you guys don't either. So with that being said, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you've spent money on and any embarrassing purchases you've made in any day of life. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.